It is time. We got Epic, the musical, as promised, the animatics, the Troy Saga. Now listen, I've been back and forth. There's been a few different ways I've been looking at going about this, but thankfully I've had a playlist made. Shout out to Jam, the homie. I'll put his link below as well, but he has made a playlist of what he thought was just the best animatics from all of this. I've had a few of you send him, and I've kind of like started looking at them, and I've decided I think this is the best playlist to roll with. So here we go. We're gonna dive into the animatics. Also, I saw people commenting on wanting me to react to the live stream that Jorge and Cass are in, and I saw that, and I think I'm gonna make that a Patreon bonus. I think I'm gonna do that as well. If you want to join up on the Patreon and support me on there, after I get through all these animatics, I then am going to react to that live stream and the cast and that premiere. So yeah, don't worry, Epic fans. We have a lot more Epic content on the way. We're going to keep you fed. But anyways, without further ado, let's dive into the Troy Saga.
All right, my brothers, listen closely.
I'll tell you, when that drop comes in, it just feels like a great Rocky movie, like Eye of the Tiger type of vibes. I mean, what a build and what a drop. And then you hear that clock ticking just to create that sense of anxiety, that sense of anticipation.
All right, my brothers, listen closely. Tonight we make the Trojans pay. 10 years of war, they killed us slowly. But now we'll be the ones who slay. Think of your wives.
Love that transition into the Trojan horse.
But now we'll be the ones who slay. Think of your wives and your children. Your families wonder where you've been. They're growing old and yet you're still here. Do what I say and you'll see them again. Yes, sir. Diomedes.
Do what I say and you'll see them again. It's a nice little just flow switch up right there. And then obviously the color changes, the action happens coming out of the Trojan horse. Love this.
Still here. Do what I say and you'll see them again.
Yes, sir.
Diomedes will lead the charge. Agamemnon will flank the yards. Menelaus will let our mates through the gates to take the whole city at large. Teucer will shoot any ambush attacking. Little Ajax will stay back. Nestor secure Helen.
You know, I just noticed, did he use some British slang there? We'll let our mates through. Anyways, before this, we got to give a shout out to one of the most underrated Greek warriors there is. I'm talking about Diomedes. Achilles gets all the accolades. Achilles was a little wimp. Ow, I got shot in the heel. Oh no, now I'm going to die. Get it together, Achilles. Don't be a beta like Eurylochus. You're better than that. But Diomedes, you know who didn't get shot in the heel? You know who never whined or complained? You know, he was such a G that Athena gave him powers on the battlefield so he could see the gods and goddesses. What other mortal man took Ares, the god of war, and wounded him and sent him crying back to Olympus, sent Aphrodite crying back? He was balling. He was boss. He had to be nerfed. He had to be nerfed by the gods during the Trojan War because he was such a baller, right? Put some respect on the man's name.
I will flank the yards. Menelaus will let our mates through the gates to take the whole city at large.
Future Knox here. Listen, if you like the hat that I'm wearing, if you like the hoodie that I'm wearing, Black Friday early sale is on now. We're giving away hoodies with free hats. If you want to go cop it, we also have the white hats too with a free signed CD. When these are gone, they're not coming back. They are gone, going. So if you want to get yours, if you want to rep, discounts on everything. Discounts on everything. It's going crazy right now. Black Friday sale. Go cop your merch. Go support the channel. I'll put all links down there. knoxhilldmv.com. Anyways, back to your reaction.
Teucer will shoot any ambush attacking. Little Ajax will stay back. Nestor secure Helen and protect her. Leo avenge your father.
Man, you talk about Nestor too, just like a legend. Like, God, the story of the Argonauts and the Golden Fleece. Nestor was a part of the Caledonian hunt as well. Yeah, Nestor's been around the block, man. He's an OG. He's an OG in hip-hop Greek mythology.
Little Ajax will stay back. Nestor secure Helen and protect her. Leo avenge your father. Kill the brothers of Hector.
Yes, sir.
Find that inner strength now. Use that well.
And in some stories, obviously, it was said that Troy couldn't be won for the Greeks unless a son of Achilles was there. And here we go.
Your father killed the brothers of Hector.
Yes,
I'll be interested to see how Jorge incorporates this story, especially of the son, into the Iliad that he's working on. Can't wait for that.
Find that inner strength now. Use that well of pride. Fight through every pain now. Ask yourself inside, what do you live for What do you try for? What do you wish for? What do you fight for?
Love all the cuts. What do you live for? What do you try for? Like every time it hits the what? Cut, 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 cut.
What do you live for? What do you try for? What do you wish for? What do you fight for? Penelope, and Telemachus. I fight for us. I fight for us. Penelope.
For me, the biggest mistake that Odysseus made after the Trojan War was won, half of the Greeks stayed and made sacrifices to the gods. The other half did not. They were just anxious to get home. Which half did Odysseus fall into? The latter half. Obviously went to Ismarus. They sacked that city. But if you look at the fates of all of those Greek leaders, it didn't end very well for them, who didn't stay to make the sacrifices, because the gods and the goddesses, even Athena, she was pissed and she was mad in her temple, and obviously the sacking and the priestesses being killed in front of it. So Agamemnon, he didn't have a great end either, but at least he led the charge for the ones who made the sacrifices. You know who was a part of the ones that made it home safely? Right? His brother. And he was all right. He ended up in Egypt, I know. But at the end of the day, these people made it back home. Ended up being okay, except for Agamemnon, who was killed for political reasons and kind of backstabbed by his wife. And yeah, that was messed up. But that wasn't the gods. That's not what I'm getting at here, right? We're going off on tangents, but you know I love history. You know I love talking about this stuff. So, that was just a fateful choice. And I feel like, was a trick missed? I wouldn't say a trick was missed, but I feel like it would be a nice development, and it would have just added even more depth to the richness of the story if Jorge decided to kind of include that decision-making in that process as well. But I guess there's a lot of other dynamics with Athena and stuff, and yeah, maybe it didn't make sense for his storyline writing and the way he wanted to position this relationship.
I fight for us. Penelope. What do you try for? Telemachus. What do you wish for? I'm on my way. What do you fight for? Attack!
Wow.
Who was that?
Oh.
A vision of what is to come cannot be
The sign of Zeus, the eagle.
outrun, can only be dealt with right here.
And it's funny that this is a sign of foreboding, and obviously a faithful choice that Odysseus has to make, when the sign of the eagle was a sign of hope for Odysseus, and that Zeus was behind him later on when he returns to Ithaca and the day of the mass slaughter of the suitors.
Cannot be outrun, can only be dealt with right here and now.
Tell me how.
I don't think you're ready. A mission to kill someone's son, a foe who won't run, unlike anyone you have faced.
I think the music production, especially on this opening track, man, what a journey it takes you on. But when it gets crazy cinematic with the percussive hits, with the battle cries, you feel like you're right there in the moment of the Trojans and being slaughtered, and the Greeks fighting and coming out of the horse. Like you were right there in the heat of battle. And then this build up here, and then just that sinister undertone that you just get with Zeus, knowing something's not right, something's building, but it's a very dark cloud that's stirring in a storm that's brewing.
A foe who won't run, unlike anyone you have faced before.
Say no more. I know that I'm ready.
I don't think you're ready.
That comes into play later.
It's just an infant. It's just a boy. What sort of imminent threat does he pose that I cannot avoid?
Jorge, man, when he hits some of those higher notes, he really does have a nice range, some beautiful tones.
This is the son of none other than Troy's very own Prince Hector. Know that he will grow from a boy to an avenger, one fumed with rage as you're consumed.
Wait, I didn't realize he joins Hulk and Thor and everyone.
From a boy to an avenger, one fumed with rage as you're consumed by age. If you don't end him now, you'll have no one left to save. You can say goodbye
Wow.
to
That choir effect is so dope. The fullness to this.
You can say goodbye to.
I could raise him as my own, or send him far away from.
I'll tell you one thing the visualizers do. It's different when you're seeing it. It just makes it even darker and heavier.
Make sure his past is never known. I'd rather pray for ya, down on my knees for ya. I'm begging please.
We love the gods.
I also loved how the visuals leading into the child didn't show the child at first. Show Odysseus going to the door. And it reflects the music well on what's happening, that build up in anticipation, because Odysseus hasn't realized it's an infant that he's being asked to kill. He just thinks it's another enemy as he marches so resolutely, ready to carry out the god's commands. And then just to see that change, and the change in expression on his face, but also the musical change for him as well.
We love the gods.
Please don't make me do this. Don't make me do this.
The blood on your hands is something you won't lose. All you can choose is who.
But even that, all you can choose is whose. You're going to have blood on your hands either way. It's like the gods are giving Odysseus a choice, but it's really twisted because in reality, he doesn't have a choice, right? And the gods have predestined this and predetermined this. And for me, there's that how much of our fate is subject to our own decisions and how much is, left to fate and left to destiny in this case. And this is a theme and a struggle throughout. And it's dope going back and revisiting this now, knowing where we go and knowing the different concepts and themes that get developed and just watching as the seeds get planted now and watch as they get watered and grow and develop. Oh.
I look into your eyes and I think back to the sun
He went Papa, didn't he? Oh no.
of mine. You're as old as he was when I left for war. Will these actions haunt my days? Every man I've slain is the price I pay. Endless pain.
I think what's haunting to me is this is beautiful, right? Just these notes are beautiful, these tones, this singing. Like, what a song, what a piece of art. But at the end of the day, when you scale it back and you think about the lyricism, he's questioning and going through the process of trying to steel himself to basically murder an infant.
Close your eyes and spare
Who reminds him of his son.
yourself the view. How could I hurt you? I'm just a man who's
And it's diabolical to have just these little infant noises. Baby, just goo goo gaga in the background.
trying to go home, even after all the years away from
Was that the outline of the eagle flying over? Zeus is still watching. I love just that little Easter egg there.
go home, even after all the years away from what I've known. I'm just a man who's fighting for his life. Deep down I would trade the world to see my son and wife. I'm just a man. But when does a comet become a meteor? When does a candle become a blaze? When does a man become
That was a dope transition from the cape swishing into the curtain.
a monster? When does a ripple become a tidal wave? When does the reason become the blame? When does a man become a monster?
Wow.
Does a comet become a meteor? When does a candle become a blaze? When does a man become a...
Oh, that hits different. So the soldiers know, and they bow their heads and take off their helmets. And then you see some of the, survivors from Troy as well, crying out for their prince.
When
Oh, that's chills. And the kid is holding like his little like rabby. My girls still sleep with their little rabby. Don't do that to me. There was just that eagle again. The eye. Does a man become a monster?
I'm just a man.
I don't show it. Oh, you hear the wind like he stood on top of the wall and just the wind of the wall. But for me, just to show the empty hands. Oh, no.
Just a man.
And he is just a man. And isn't it funny how being a man gets affiliated with weakness? But later on, it gets transformed again. And the gods look down upon it. And yet Athena has that full just 180 moment where she regrets and she wants that humanity. And she wants that morality in the world and good men. But Odysseus, in order to survive, is constantly bent to the will of the gods and no longer becomes a man, has to transform into a monster. What a haunting song. You know what else I was thinking too? Like, this man murderizes a baby. And yet we still root for him. And yet we still love him by the end of the Odyssey. Even after he goes on his mass killing spree and there's just blood and guts everywhere, we still love this man. Odie, you can do no wrong. He is uncancelable. Anyways, next one.
Men, 600 men under my command, with only one goal in mind:
make it back alive to our homeland.
600 men, 600.
I like these illustrations, man. This is just above and beyond what I would be capable of in art class.
To our homeland.
600 men, 600 miles of open sea. But the problem's not the distance,
it's what lies in between.
And did the cause waiting?
I still stand by. Even when you sacked Ismarus, you thought you was going to get away. But you should have stayed with Agamemnon, and you should have made that sacrifice. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. That's life.
600 miles of open sea. But the problem's not the distance,
it's what lies in between.
And did the cause waiting?
Oh, that was nice visual foreshadowing there.
My kingdom is waiting. Penelope's waiting for me. So force me to him.
That's a great reflection, actually. I didn't think about that. Obviously we have pictures in our mind, in our own imaginations when we hear lyrics, when we hear music. And now just seeing Odysseus sat at the prow of his ship, like just looking out at the sea. And for me, just that integration, that atmosphere of hope and that sense of purpose and longing at the same time. And I think it's well represented here. I never really pictured Odysseus at the prow of the ship just sitting there, but it makes so much sense. It's like the captain, full speed ahead.
For speed ahead. For speed ahead.
Captain, you really just
Here he is.
600 men. 600 men. 600 men with big mouths to feed.
Eurylochus isn't that tall. Stop it.
And we've run out of supplies to eat. Where's the war?
He's not that jacked either.
Whose stores depleted? 600 men. 600 men. 600 reasons to take what we can. So, Captain, what's the plan? Captain, what's the plan?
Watch where the birds fly. They will lead us to land. There will hunt for food, my second in command. Now for speed.
I love watch where the birds fly, and then you just have the echoes, and then right there, call, echo, and then that last line, it comes together. Again, just great mixing to this. There's so many well thought out details from the production, from the lyricism, from the musicality throughout this musical.
We're up and away we go. We're up and away we go. We're up and away we go.
Captain Politics. Look, they're in the distance.
They made glasses back in ancient Greek days? Wow.
I see an island. I see a light that faintly glows. Maybe they're people lighting a fire. Maybe they'll share some food. Who knows? Something feels off here. I see fire, but there's no smoke.
I say we strike first.
What a great bar. What a great bar. There's no smoke without fire, and then you take it and flip it. I see fire, but without smoke. Danger.
Off here. I see fire, but there's no smoke.
I say we strike.
And again, for me, it's interesting having one on his left and one on his right. And for me, it's like a perfect play of like devil on your shoulder, like the optimist and the cynic right there, encapsulated in one shot.
First, we don't have time to waste, so let's raid the place and...
No. Polities, gear up. You and I'll go ahead. You and I'll go ahead. We should try to find a way no one ends up dead.
He looked a little too happy that it was just them going together.
Go ahead. We should try
That's a teacher's pet right there.
to find
And I love policies. Man, I am in a mood today.
a way no one ends up dead.
We don't know what's ahead.
Give me till sunrise, and if we don't return, then 600 men can make this whole place burn. Now full speed ahead. Full speed ahead.
I know now because I've been trained by Epic when those electric guitars come in. Danger is coming. Action, right? There's always something more with those electric guitars. So I love the foreshadowing of this towards the end of this track.
Full speed ahead. We're up, we're off, and away we go. We're up, we're off, and away we go. We're up, we're off, and away we go. We're up, we're off, and full speed ahead.
That was nice timing and syncing up of the visuals with the instrumentation, the percussion hit right here.
Full speed ahead.
Nice. And even before that, it just hit the drums nicely. When we edit music videos, like one thing we tend to follow, like when we do our cuts and our sequencing, is we follow what's happening with the instrumentation itself. So same concept here happening throughout this with some of the cuts. It just adds to the fluidity and the flow. It's much easier if you follow the cuts and the transitions and what's happening in the beat and sync it up visually to it. It just emphasizes things so much better. Times like this, I just really want to be a pirate. I just hear the water and the seas calling me, and I just wish I could ride up and down the Chesapeake Bay and commandeer ships and drink rum and, yeah, pillage my heart's content.
You can relax, my friend.
Huh?
I can tell you're getting nervous, so do yourself a service and try to relax, my friend.
And find polities.
Think of all that we have been through. We'll survive what we get into. I know that you're tired of the war and bloodshed. Tell me, is this how we're supposed to live?
Obviously, I commented on the glasses before, but just noticing how Odysseus looks in these animations, you know, I see similarities to Jorge. So I just wonder if the different characters have similarities to the people who are actually voicing them. That would be my guess throughout this.
And try to relax, my friend.
And find polities.
Think of all that we have been through. We'll survive what we get into. I know that you're tired of the war and bloodshed. Tell me, is this how we're supposed to live? Look at how you grip your sword, enough said. Why should we take what we could give?
War and bloodshed. Look at your sword. Enough said. Nice multi-syllable writing. I can't help. I'm trying not to break too much down, but it just happens in my brain.
Look at how you grip your sword, enough said. Why should we take what we could give? You can show a person that you trust them when you stop and lower your guard. Here we have a chance for some adjustment. Give it a try, it's not that hard. I'm telling you, this life is amazing.
That's a great... Oh, that's a great visual just to show off this friendship.
When you greeted
And Polites' optimism.
with open arms, whatever we face, we'll be fine if we're leading from the heart. No matter the place, we can light up the world. Here's how to start. Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms.
Stay back!
Oh, that was a dope transition, syncing up just with the sword being pulled there and swinging.
Arms.
And notice how everything's bright and light, and that represents Polites' frame of mind and reference, and then it all darkens. And here comes possible danger.
Start.
I
Greet
feel like Odysseus' cynicism comes into play here.
the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms.
Stay
That's cool.
back!
My friend, greet the world with open arms.
We're only here for food. 600 friends are waiting for us to show our faces. Stay back, I'm warning you. If we don't get back safely, my men will turn this place into blazes.
What in the mini Ewoks are these things with flowers on their head? So these are the Lotus Eaters in this?
Men will turn this place into blazes.
That's a cool interpretation. And obviously, you know, taking your own spin from the actual events of the Odyssey.
See? This life
I love how the one has like drool coming out of his mouth. Eat up.
Into blazes.
Delicious.
See? This life is
Ah.
amazing.
Love that. Love that again. Using just the color palette to transition back to Polites' optimism, right? There's just that doubt, that shadow of doubt in the darkness. I'm trying to keyframe this, but why is it taking forever? Yeah. It's there. And then it goes to that. Into that. Look at that. Boom, boom. Look at that expression. Just the total lighting change with that expression. That's dope.
See? This life is amazing when you greet it with open arms. Whatever we face, we'll be fine if we're leading from the heart. No matter the place, we can light up the world. Here's how to start.
Little moments and expressions, it just makes me think of like just that sort of cheeky comedy that anime has.
Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms.
My friend, I wish that I could say that I agree. But look at the way this fruit is glowing and filled with glowing seeds. It took me a while to notice just what kind of fruit they eat. It's a lotus, it controls your mind and never lets you free. That's what
Drugs are bad, kids. Stay in school.
we'd get with open arms.
Lotus Eaters, I'd like to show my friend that kindness is brave. Could you tell me where there's other food to eat? A cave! You're saying there's a cave where we could feast. And where do we sail to find this food-filled cave? Thank you.
Love that.
This
I want one.
life is amazing when you greet it with open arms. I see in your face there's so much guilt inside your heart. So why not
Well, he did throw a baby off of a balcony.
replace it and light up the world? Here's how to start. Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms.
Greet the world with open arms.
You can relax, my friend.
It's a nice hero shot of Polites. I think that was my favorite animatic so far. I love the comedy incorporated into that and just kind of showing the interplay and relationship between Odysseus and Polites and what's happening here. Are you truly fine, Odysseus? Let's just go. Oh, we get bonus content. I love just that
Open
reflection.
arms.
You can relax, my friend.
Huh. This cut here. Flash warning. A man torn in two. Who's on his shoulder? No, that's Odysseus. Look at that. I love that. And kind of holding it. And is that... It almost looks like a serpent coming out of him, right? Because it makes me think of the apple in the Garden of Eden. And Adam with the apple and the serpent. right? And then just being torn with a choice. None of us are fine.
Have you forgotten the lessons I taught you?
Athena!
Have you forgotten?
Did he just glitch and kind of representing that little glitch effect that we have before Athena drops in the production?
Turn off your heart.
Ah, and now it wasn't just production and him being split and torn. Like he's going off, and then this is the side of him, the spiritual side that goes and has the conversation with Athena. Okay, all right, so we use that as a transition and foreshadowing. Oh, I like that.
This is not you.
Hear that clock ticking again.
I see you changing from how I've designed you.
Love how she dropped in as an owl first. Owl, wisdom, her symbol versus Zeus and the eagle.
From how I've designed you. Have you forgotten your purpose? Let me remind you. Goddess of wisdom, master of war.
Man, this piano goes in. And man, Athena could sing.
My life has one mission. Create the greatest warrior. I had a challenge, a test of skill, a magic bar only the best could kill. One day a boy came for the thrill, a boy whose mind rivaled the bar's own will.
Let's go!
Baby,
Right, so if you remember my breakdown of this, I talked about this boar hunt, and I talked about the Caledonian boar hunt, which was a quest, right? A gathering of heroes that come together. And almost, right, so if you remember my breakdown of this, I talked originally about the Caledonian boar hunt. And we speculated on that and trying to tie that in with this, which didn't have Odysseus as a part of it. That was Atalanta, who shot the arrow, right? King Meleager as well, and all of them involved in this gathering of heroes on that epic quest. But coming into play later that I didn't think about and that I'm reflecting on now, when Odysseus is recognized in the Iliad, he gets recognized because of the scar that he received in a boar hunt. And that for me is this connection now, right? That scar that his early nurse recognized him with, his early maid, right? That is what's coming into play here. And I think that this is the boar hunt that we're referring to. And then obviously Jorge has taken it and turned it into a typical sort of test of the gods and goddesses and a test by Athena in this situation.
day a boy came for the thrill, a boy whose mind rivaled the bar's own will.
Let's go!
Baby, one day he'll follow me and we'll make a greater tomorrow.
I love that of Athena. I love that drawing.
Then they'll see I know he'll change the world, 'cause he is a warrior of the night. Maybe one day I'll reach him and
Oh, okay. All right. This is childhood here. We have a young Polites, a young beta bitch as well.
maybe
Look at that. It's so cute. It's so cute.
one day I'll
You could see the little traitor on the left too.
reach him and we can build his skills as I teach him. If there
I love the visual representation, right? Of Odysseus already using his mind and showing this talent at a young age.
is a
But also with the boar and showing fearlessness.
problem,
Because that's what Athena wants. She wants a warrior, right? Physically strong in spirit as well, but also a warrior of the mind and tactical at the same time. Because those values are what Athena represented as a goddess. Obviously, Ares is a god of war, but he's more just like war and bloodshed and chaos. And Athena is also a goddess of war, but she's more about tactical warfare, tacticians using the mind, but also that fierceness and that strength of spirit and everything.
the answer. He is a warrior of the night.
Show yourself. I know you're watching me. Show yourself. I can see you.
How can you see through my spell?
I was lying and you fell for my bluff. Aha.
Well done, enlighten me, what's your name?
There's that guitar again.
You first, and maybe I'll do the same.
Nice try, but two can play this game.
Nah, don't be modest. I know you're a goddess, so let's be.
Oh, look at this. Look at this.
Two can play this game.
Nah,
Bro, they're getting casual. He's putting his hand on her shoulder. Odysseus.
don't be modest. I know you're a goddess, so let's be honest. You are Athena.
Oh,
Badass in the arena. Unmatched
Nice.
witty and queen.
I love how her mash just breaks. And again, the timing, right?
Ah, don't be modest. I know you're a goddess, so let's be honest. You are Athena.
Right there as it hits. Notice that's when the mask disappears.
Badass in the arena. Unmatched witty and queen of the best strategies we've seen.
If you're looking
Nice.
for a mentor, I'll make
These are really good animations and transitions as well.
sure your time's well spent.
This right here I gotta appreciate.
Strategies we've seen.
Odysseus trying to be like Athena and then just showing him getting taught by her. Nope, this isn't the right form.
If you're looking for a mentor, I'll make sure your time's well spent.
Sounds like a plan. Goddess and man. Best is a friend.
He'll see where it ends.
Sounds like a plan, goddess and man. Again, a little bit of a rap flow there.
Maybe one day they'll follow me and we'll make a greater tomorrow. Then they'll see.
And I talked about this in the original breakdown. Notice how here they start to show unity and they harmonize together, right? Because now they're aligned on the same path.
I know we'll change the world.
And what's interesting to me is that, so this track didn't happen in the mindscape of Odysseus at the time that the Odyssey was happening. Because this is calling back to his childhood when he like breaks the fourth wall with Athena and makes her reveal herself. So this is showing the pact that was made back during his childhood. That's interesting. The visuals adding a different dynamic and interpretation for me to what's happening in the song.
Cause we are the warriors of the mind. Maybe one day we'll reach them and we can build their skills as we teach them. If there's a problem, we'll have the answer. We are the warriors of the mind. I still intend to make
You know what? Just with that brass, bump, 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 bump. I just picture like a big cast just singing that and just everything rising there. There's so many great moments. Like this so deserves to be picked up by a major theater production. It deserves it. Like Hamilton, come on.
sure you don't fall behind. Don't forget that you're a warrior of a very special kind. You are a warrior of the mind. Don't disappoint me.
The apple again, the forbidden fruit. But for me, the fruit of knowledge. Athena. I know I'm going biblical here and I'm talking Greek mythology, but hey, we can do it.
Don't disappoint me.
Are you truly fine, Odysseus? I love how we're throwing some dialogue in here. Yeah, I tell you what, I enjoyed doing the animatics to this one. Yeah, I just like watching someone else's interpretation, but then also just adding a new dynamic in terms of the way the music is digested, in terms of the way it's felt, in terms of the way that it's understood. And even just going back now after being through Epic the Musical and just having a new lens of appreciation for what Jorge has really put into just everything that made this the masterpiece and the classic that it is. Epic the Musical, you were Knox Hill certified. Hope you guys liked today's video. Listen, if you're here at the end, obviously enjoying the content. Look, Black Friday sale is on now. We got hoodies with free black hats. When these are gone, they're not coming back. If you like my white hats as well, white hat, signed CD, when these are gone, they're gone as well. Everything is going. So many discounts on there. So many free giveaways. Go check it out. knoxhilldmv.com. Black Friday sale on early. Thank you guys as always. Stay safe, stay positive. Take care of this, take care of this. You know I'll catch you again.
Sit down, sit down. I'm like, wow, how we do it like that? Like, wow, how we do it like that? Like, wow.